Hey everyone, let us study about management of obesity. Our goal in management of obesity is to reduce weight by 10% from baseline and to achieve ideal weight loss, which is 0.5 to 1 kg per week for 6 months. Management of obesity has three approaches: lifestyle changes, drug therapy, and surgical procedures. Lifestyle modifications. It includes three aspects: physical activity, diet, and behavioral modifications. डाइट चेंजेस में हम पेशेंट को एडवाइस करते हैं टू अवॉइड फूड हैविंग हाई ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स एंड हाई कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू एंड टू स्विच टू फूड which are low in calories, low in saturated fat, low in density, and they should have high amount of fibers and proteins. There are three types of diets which are recommended to obese patients: fixed energy diet, low calorie diet, and very low calorie diet. फिक्स्ड एनर्जी डाइट में 1200 to 1800 किलो कैलोरी का डेली अलावेंस होता है. इसमें एक रिजिड पैटर्न होता है डाइट का विच मोस्टली पेशेंट्स आर अनेबल टू फॉलो, रिजल्टिंग इन लैक ऑफ कंप्लायंस. ऑल्सो सेल्फ मॉनिटरिंग इज मिनिमल. बेसिकली फिक्स्ड एनर्जी डाइट में फूड के पोर्शन को रिड्यूस किया जाता है या फिर मेन्यू चॉइस को कंट्रोल किया जाता है. सपोज a patient's previous routine diet included 2 bowls of rice at a time. Then it could be reduced to 1 bowl of rice, or the rice can be replaced by chapati. Now, low calorie diet. यहाँ पे 800 to 1000 किलो कैलोरी का फूड अलाउड होता है डेली एंड इट इज़ अप्लाइड टू मोस्ट ऑफ द पेशेंट्स. Lesser restrictions are there than very low density, very low calorie diet, and supplements of vitamins and minerals are given. 6 to 7 kg weight reduction is achieved over a year. Very low calorie diet में 400 to 600 किलो कैलोरी का अलावेंस होता है डेली एंड इट इज़ डन फॉर 1 to 2 months and it is always done under medical supervision. Supplements of vitamins and minerals are needed to be given and it results in greater weight loss. It has been found that 1000 kilocalorie deficit daily in the diet leads to 1 kg weight loss per week. Total fasting is not recommended by doctors because it results in refeeding syndrome. What is refeeding syndrome? अगर कोई पर्सन टोटल फास्टिंग पे है या फिर अंडर नरिशमेंट की फेज़ में है और उसे सडनली सफिशेंट अमाउंट ऑफ फूड दिया जाता है और वो खाता है तो उसकी बॉडी में फिर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स के इम्बैलेंस प्रोड्यूस होते हैं एंड थायमिन की डेफिशिएंसी होती है, फॉस्फोरस, पोटेशियम एंड मैग्नीशियम की डेफिशिएंसी होने लगती है, which can hamper his nervous system, his muscular system, and can also result in severe complications like cardiac dysfunction and coma and death. Suppose this individual has been exposed to a substantial period of undernourishment and total fasting for 12 to 24 hours to days and weeks, and then after a certain time he starts eating food. There is initiation of calorie provision. After few hours to few days, development of measurable reduction in levels of phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and thiamine is seen. This may result in CNS and muscular clinical presentations. If it remains undetected and untreated, the levels may reduce further and the patient may land up into respiratory failure, cardiac dysfunction, coma, and death. Physical activity. 30 to 45 minutes of physical activity per day for 3 to 5 days per week is recommended. Behavioral modifications. This includes compliance to diet and physical activity and motivation to lose weight. Drug therapy of obesity. To understand it, we must know the relation between basal metabolic rate and appetite. हमें भूख लगती है जब ब्लड ग्लूकोज और बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट कम होता है. जैसे ही हमने खाना खाया, न्यूट्रिएंट्स का एब्जॉर्प्शन होता है, ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल बढ़ता है, ग्लूकोज इज टेकन अप बाय टिश्यूज एंड ऑर्गन्स, ग्लूकोज इज देन यूज्ड एंड कैलोरीज आर बर्न्ड, देन बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट is increased. This increased basal metabolic rate reduces appetite. फिर कुछ ही घंटों के बाद when all the free glucose is used up, basal metabolic rate reduce होता है और हमें वापस से भूख लगने लगती है. So this is the mechanism upon which most of the drugs used in obesity work on. Drugs used in obesity are divided into centrally acting drug and peripherally acting drug. Centrally acting drug में आता है sibutramine. Sibutramine 10 to 15 milligram once daily is used. Mechanism of action. It is a monoamine reuptake inhibitor. Monoamines like serotonin, noradrenaline and adrenaline and dopamine, these are released in the synaptic cleft between presynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane. After being released, they act on the postsynaptic receptors, and after doing their work, they are taken back into the axon terminal by reuptake receptors which are present on the presynaptic membrane. So sibutramine will inhibit these reuptake inhibitors and thus inhibit the reuptake of monoamines. This results in increased accumulation of monoamines in the synaptic cleft and increased sympathetic stimulation. Now, sympathetic activity is known to prevent the fall in basal metabolic rate. Thus, a constant increased value of basal metabolic rate is maintained, which results in loss of appetite. Side effects of sibutramine are hypertension, headache, tachycardia, sweating, and dizziness. Contraindications. Since it causes hypertension, so it is contraindicated in uncontrolled hypertension. One of its side effects is tachycardia, thus it is contraindicated in cardiac arrhythmias and coronary artery diseases. Rimonabant. Rimonabant is banned by the Food and Drug Administration. Mechanism of action. It is endocannabinoid 1 receptor blocker. Side effects caused by it: depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies. Many patients who were on the treatment with rimonabant found to commit suicide because of depression and anxiety that it used to cause. Because of these reasons, FDA banned rimonabant. Peripherally acting drug, orlistat, 120 mg twice daily. Mechanism of action is reversible inhibitor of gastric and pancreatic lipase enzyme. We all know that lipase enzyme is essential to break down the fat and help in its absorption. Now, lipase enzyme is inhibited from acting on the fat present in food. Thus, the fat present in the food that we have eaten is not broken down, not absorbed, and is excreted in feces, making the feces oily. The dose recommended is 120 mg twice daily or 120 mg thrice daily with meals. FDA has approved orlistat for all age groups. It acts locally in the gut and very minimum amount of it is absorbed in the systemic circulation. Side effects. Side effects could be flatulence, oily feces, steatorrhea, and increased defecation. Olestra. Olestra का टेस्ट, टेक्सचर एंड माउथ फील सेम फैट की जैसे होता है. It is synthesized using a sucrose molecule to which 6 to 8 fatty acid chains are attached radially like an octopus. Attributing to this huge size, it cannot cross the intestinal wall, thus it is not absorbed. And hence, we can use it as a substitute for natural fat. ये हमें नेचुरल फैट का टेस्ट देगा, नेचुरल फैट का टेक्सचर एंड फील देगा, बट इट इज़ नॉट एब्जॉर्ब्ड in our gut. Hence, it will not add to the obesity. Thus, it can be used as a substitute for fat. 35% fat replacement by olestra in home cooking and 75% in commercial use is allowed. There are some other drugs also used in obesity: phentermine and tizofenine. These are the drugs which are also monoamine reuptake inhibitors. Thus, sympathetic activity is increased and basal metabolic rate is increased, and hence appetite is reduced. Phentermine has low addictive potential than tizofenine and thus is more recommended. Metformin. Metformin is ideal for those patients who are obese plus they have diabetes mellitus type 2. Metformin reduces appetite and reduces weight. Beta-histine. Histamine 1 receptor agonist. It reduces the craving for fatty food. Liraglutide and amylin. These two are appetite suppressants. Liraglutide is glucagon-like peptide 1 agonist and amylin is insulin synergistic. Liposuction. Liposuction is a body reshaping procedure. It is not a weight loss procedure. This point is very important. Liposuction में बॉडी के किसी भी रीजन में जहाँ पे फैट डिपोजिशन ज़्यादा हो गया है, इट कुड बी चेस्ट, एब्डोमेन, थाई एंड हिप्स, वहाँ से फैट को एस्पिरेट करके रिमूव कर दिया जाता है. इस प्रोसीजर में ब्लड के कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल को करेक्ट करने की कोशिश नहीं की जाती है. दिस इज़ वाई दिस प्रोसीजर डज नॉट रिड्यूस द रिस्क फॉर कार्डियोवैस्कुलर डिजीजेस. सपोज दिस इज़ अ बॉडी रीजन, मे बी थाई, यहाँ पे फैट का डिपोजिशन बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है, तो यहाँ पे नीडल इंसर्ट करते हैं यूजिंग लैप्रोस्कोपिक प्रोसीजर और एक्सेस फैट को एस्पिरेट कर लिया जाता है. दिस इज़ व्हाट लाइपोसक्शन इज. नाउ इसमें फ्रीक्वेंट वेट रीगेन इज कॉमन. हाइड्रोजेल्स ओरली एडमिनिस्टर किए जाते हैं ट्वाइस डेली बिफोर मील्स. ये जीआईटी में जाके एक्सपैंड करते हैं वाटर को एब्जॉर्ब करके एंड दे गिव अ सेंसेशन ऑफ सैटिस्फैक्शन एंड सेंसेशन ऑफ फुलनेस so that overeating is prevented and obesity is prevented. Thank you.